Good evening, everyone. My name is Josie Tong. I am broadcasting from Sydney, Australia, and so good to see so many people here who want to learn about our nutrigenomics products. And so I have been with this company for almost 4 years now, and I've taken all the products that our professionals will be talking about today. So LifeVantage has been manufacturing products for 20 years already. And so the products are built on the highest quality standards. And the activation products is backed by science, which is good, and built on the highest quality standards, like I said. The products are formulated to deliver real results, so you can see and feel the effects of the products. And so our aim is for you to be able to, really learn this information, because I know that these products here will help you look and feel agelessly beautiful. So our speakers today are professionals, a couple of doctors, we have a health expert and a physical therapist. So we're going to start our talk today with Candice all the way from Port Macquarie, who will talk to us about collagen. So let's go over to you, Miss Candice.
I think we're talking about NRF2 and Axio.
Oh, okay,
yeah?
Sorry. Okay.
All right, just making sure. Okay. I've had some technical difficulties tonight, so let me see if I can actually make my slides work here, guys. 1 second. All right, can you guys all see that? Excellent. Okay, guys, welcome. Super excited to be here to share with you guys tonight all of these incredible products that activate the goodness that is inside of us. So I just wanted to start with really, where did this all start? And 20 years ago, which is why we are celebrating tonight, like Josie said, 20 years of the production of this powerful little plant-based activator. And it is called Protandim NRF2. And it is literally a little yellow pill a little tablet that is made up of 5 different herbs. 5 herbs. Most of them you've probably heard of before. So we've got turmeric, ashwagandha, bacopa, milk thistle, and green tea extract. But the cool thing about each of these isn't that they're individually powerful in themselves. It's the synergy between the 5 that actually go in and they turn on your body's ability to actually make more of your good guys. So as we age, we know the bad guys increase and the good guys production decreases, to keep it really, really simple. So I was a physical therapist for over 20 years. I love the science. But guys, I just want to keep it super simple and just say, literally, you take this little yellow activator and it sends gazillions of messages to all your cells and takes the rubbish out of them. Who doesn't want that, right? But 2 of my favorite things about this product is it activates 600 of our survival genes. Who doesn't want that, right? We need to have more glutathione. And glutathione, this Protandim actually increases 300% more glutathione simply by taking this little yellow activator. I don't know if you know what glutathione is. It's a great big sciencey word, but ultimately it is the molecule of life. So we want to reduce our oxidative stress, and which is all the rust in our bodies, and we want to increase the good guys, which is our glutathione. We want to protect the DNA of our cell. We want to reduce inflammation, and we want to increase our immune system. These are all really key things that we need to be doing as we age, as we're battling any dis-ease that's happening in the body. That is literally because we have an increase in this oxidative stress. Now, the second thing I want to share with you guys tonight is Axio. Axio is a nootropic brain drink. Literally, this is going to wake up 90% of your brain. It increases our ability to switch from task to task quickly. It increases it helps our mental fatigue. It gives us a real natural and clean energy boost. It increases our reaction time between our brain and our body, which is great for sports. It increases our attention span, and it also increases our mental acuity. So for me, I feel like it closes, when I have too many tabs open in my brain, it literally closes them and allows me to focus so much better. It also has cellular protection and helps us to perform at our peak mental ability. And how does it do that? Well, literally, it has all natural ingredients. There is no rubbish in this product either. It is all herbs. We've got B vitamins, we've got magnesium, we've got asparagus extract, and we've got green tea extract. And there's nothing artificial. There's no sugar. There's no added anything. And these little herbs and essential nutrients that our body needs in this simple little drink sachet that you just add to water. It's portable, it goes anywhere. We actually have 2 flavors in Australia and New Zealand. Axio, shown here on the right, which is our decaf, and we have dragon fruit, which is a caffeinated version. And honestly, guys, this makes people happy. It supports a positive mood. It helps support, again, just that better brain function. So when you have these 2 products together, you have the increase in our good guys, We have a decrease thus in our bad guys. We know good always wins are evil. And we also have our brain waking up, allowing us to function the way we want, right? So super simple, guys, in a real nutshell. I'm going to pass it back to Josie and let her continue on to the next speaker.
All right. So thank you so much for that, Candice. So definitely this is a must-have in a household. And with the Axio, in fact, I have one here. So 20% off. Talk to the person who invited you here because you could avail with our flash sale that's available. Thank you so much for that, Candice. Really, really good information. So let us go to Auckland, New Zealand. Auckland, New Zealand, our speaker today, of course, is Dr. Gail Pearson, who is a specialist anesthetist. So let me see if I could spotlight Dr. Gail. Over to you.
Thank you, Josie. And you're going to see going through this evening that everybody's going to be talking about the science because this company is science-based. We started off with a question, which was, is declining health something we have to simply accept as part of getting older? And this was a statement that came out in the early 2000s. This is before the NRF2 came out. They made this incredible discovery that our genes or our makeup, our bodies can heal themselves. And then what do we need to do? We can naturally support the body's ability to heal itself, which is fantastic. What's the difference? It's activation. I've seen so many people these days with different types of medical issues that have never been around before in the past. So activation is all about getting your body to do its own healing, but we're naturally supporting processes that are already in place to produce the enzymes, to produce the proteins that it's always been able to produce. And I could talk about all of the products and because I love them all so much, but the one I really want to talk about tonight is collagen. Basically, this is the newest product from LifeVantage. And you might say, well, why do we need collagen? Well, it's a really important structural protein within our body, and it makes up between about 25 to 30% of all of the proteins in our body. It's a structural protein of our body. It's like the scaffold. And you know that after the age of about 30, you'll start to see the effects of decreased collagen on your skin. If you look at the little diagrams at the top, if you look at the top layer, which is the skin layer, which is the dermis, in the 20s, it's nice and flat. 30s, you're starting to get a little wrinkle. 40s, you're certainly getting a wrinkle. Then 50s, really got those wrinkles. Why? Because the collagen fibrils in the next layer down in the epidermis are not working. They're not providing the structure. It's like you're having a collapsing scaffold. So that's why we start to get saggy, dull, and wrinkled looking skin. But collagen is also in other parts of the body as well, not just the skin. Obviously, the skin we can see, and it's one of the fastest turnover organs that we've got in the body. But it's also important in nails and hair and muscles and the gut and joints and bones, brain health, mood support, cardiovascular health, and liver health as well. Why is this unique? It's a liquid collagen. It's unique and nothing else like it on the market because it activates, it replenishes, and maintains. There is no other collagen on the market that activates your body's ability to be able to make its own collagen. We've heard about the NRF2, the way it stimulates a genetic pathway to make your own antioxidant enzymes, to make your own anti-inflammatories, as well as 250 other different processes. So that's why we have the science behind it. And for those who really like science, and I do apologize because this is a very technical little slide, we can even tell you down to the specific genes of how this activates your collagen production. The secret ingredient is a grain called the ruby red quinoa, and it actually activates collagen synthesis by stimulating specific structural genes, stimulating antioxidant enzymes, that's SOD, stimulating an antioxidant enzyme called catalase, and also stopping collagen breakdown. So this is the way that this collagen, this liquid collagen, can activate your own collagen production. And it also replenishes it as well. It's got marine peptides in it that provide 10 different types of collagen. And they provide amino acids, which are the building blocks of collagen. So again, nothing has got 10 peptides, any other collagen on the market. And then, of course, it's got something to maintain. These are just supportive things. It's important to have vitamin C because they actually help the antioxidant enzymes work. I don't want to talk too much about science, but look, a picture says 1,000 words. This is Betty, and Josie knows Betty well. She interviewed her this afternoon live. She's in her early 60s. Look at the transition within a year. She's had a bit of a rough life, and she is just delighted. She's basically a poster girl because she is just so happy. She wants to spread the word. This is what activated collagen can do for you, no matter what your age, because everybody has collagen. And after the age of about 30, the amount of collagen that you have is going to decrease. And so those wrinkles are going to come, and this is what it can do. Next, I want to talk about ProBio. Now, when I went to medical school, and I spent a long time in medical school, lots of years, we were basically told that the gut is just something that we take in food, we mash it up, we absorb the nutrients, and the wastes just go out. But latterly, we've found that the gut is actually the second brain. It's responsible for our mental health, it's responsible for our metabolic health, and it's also responsible for our immune health. Do you know that 95% of the serotonin, which is the happiness hormone, is produced in the gut, as well as dopamine? It also regulates huge numbers of other hormones that are important for metabolic processes. So it has a lot of bacteria in them. Those bacteria are really, really important for the normal functioning of the gut, for the normal production of hormones, of other proteins, and for the immune system. So we need to have a normal microbial balance and the right type of bacteria in our gut in order for it to function. If we don't, and if that balance is out, that leads the potential to metabolic disorders, decreased immunity, mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, and heaps of other things as well. So you need the right probiotic. And what's this one? Why is this one different? What you need to look for is, does it get to where it needs to get to? Is it the right type of bacteria? Is it in the right concentration? And has it got added immune support? So let's look at the LifeVantage ProBio. It comes in a little capsule like this. The first thing is it does not require refrigeration. So this little, it can keep on it keeps on my bedside table, doesn't need to be in the fridge. Great. The other thing about this capsule is it is a time-release capsule that enables it to get through the stomach acid into the gut. And you'll find that most of the probiotics on the market get dissolved in the gut, in the stomach, because it's extremely acidic. So it gets through the stomach and it gets deposited wherever it's needed to within the gut. It's got 5 different strains of bacteria. It's got lactobacilli, which tends to go into the small intestine, and bifidobacteria, which tend to go into the large intestine. It's got 6 billion CFUs. Now that's colony forming units. And more doesn't always mean better. And if you go to any other probiotic, you'll have a look at the numbers and you'll think, oh, it's got more numbers, so it's better. It's not. It's the type of bacteria, it's how they're working and how they're supported. This also has a special ingredient called beta-glucan. And that beta-glucan, what that does is it actually supports your immune system, especially the neutrophils, and it gives you an overall healthy gut. And when we've got a healthy gut, we've got a healthy immune system, we've got a healthy brain, and we've got a healthy metabolic system. In terms of taking this, I do recommend that you take it on an empty stomach so that it gives it the maximum opportunity to deposit those bacteria where it's meant to within the gut. So that's me about bio, and back to you, Josie. Thank you.
All right. Of course, such an important topic about collagen. I've seen Dr. Gail, every time I go back to New Zealand, I say to her, what's going on? Like the fine lines, her face is changing, definitely aging backwards. So thank you so much for that. 20% of the ProBio guys, so talk to the person who invited you here to make sure that you do receive that information. So are you guys having a great time? So let us go back to New Zealand. We have another doctor in the house. Dr. Jocelyn, are you ready? Let me just add Dr. Jocelyn. Here we go. So Dr. Jocelyn is going to talk about some important...
Good evening, everyone. My name's Jocelyn Lidford. I migrated to New Zealand in 1996, visited here and then got stuck here. So in this beautiful country called Aotearoa. So I trained in the Philippines, but I've also done a diploma here in Auckland, New Zealand. So I am a specialist GP. That's GP in New Zealand and Australia, and family medicine in US and Canada. So why did I get into LifeVantage? It was more about, I also trained in functional medicine. So at that time, I was already prescribing botanicals. So my favorite was the sulforaphane, which activates a whole lot of things by virtue of its effect on NRF2. So when I saw the study that compared sulforaphane, Protandim, NRF2, and 2 other prescription medications, I was blown away. So I felt a little bit guilty because why am I suggesting this sulforaphane to my clients, my patients, when there's something else that's much better? So I'm tasked to present to you the RISE AM and Reset PM. So things that we already know that people are taking supplements. One of the things that I get asked all the time is it really necessary that we have to take supplements when when I have the diet, and even my colleague can ask about their supplements, everything from our diet, because of everything that's happening to our environment now. So what is special about our Rise AM and Reset PM? So we all know that our lives are run by the circadian rhythm. So it's giving our bodies the right thing at the right time, supporting our natural rhythm. So everybody says about being in the right place at the right time. This is what our Rise AM Reset PM does. It's not going to be good to be just dumping the supplements into one whole thing in the morning or at night. So I get asked all the time, when's the best time to take supplements? So in general, we would say vitamins in the morning, minerals at night. But there is more to it, because the things that you take in the morning should be supporting your activities in the morning, meaning you're alert, the best time to be helping with your coordination, your fast reaction time. When you're at work, you need the sharpest mind that you can have. And then at night, we don't really want to be still up and awake, wired up at night. So we need the calming effects of the, we need the calming effects of the choline, the vitamin C, and the other things that we can find in the Reset PM. So it's talking about having the right nutrients in the right amounts and at the right time. Now, let's talk about the effects of these in addition to our Protandim NRF2. So they have, the company had done a study where they compared the effects of the gene expression by Protandim itself, and also adding Reset AM, Reset PM. So there's a huge increase in the gene expression of glutathione peroxidase by just adding the Reset AM and the Reset PM to the system. They also looked at comparing the dual synergizers, that's the NRF1 and the NRF2 activator, its effect on the catalase gene expression, having just the dual synergizer as well as the Rise AM, Reset PM in addition to that. So there was an increase of 17.2 gene expression. The next one is my favorite, Tri-Synergizer. So I've been taking the Tri-Synergizer since I started in July of 21. And when I saw this result, I thought, oh, I'm missing out. So I need to be just taking the Rise AM, Reset PM, increases that sirtuin activity by 68%. So it's a no-brainer. We need to be adding the Rise AM, Reset PM to our regime. Now, my most favorite topic is D3. So D3 is what everyone knows as the sunshine vitamin. So did you know that vitamin D deficiency is the #1 deficiency worldwide? Now, you may ask, why, if it's coming from the sun, why do we have any deficiency? Why is it the most deficient mineral vitamin that we have? So this is because depending on where we are in the world, which latitude we belong to, we also that will determine our vitamin D either deficiency or sufficiency. So it is said that 90% of Americans need more vitamin D. Down here in New Zealand and Australia, we have more than 50% deficiency of vitamin D. So why is that? So if you belong to above, I think 31 up here, so from here up north, and then from here south. So Australia and New Zealand belong to that part. And then we also have the message of the slip, slop, slap, which is very effective in protecting us against cancer, but it also takes away that exposure to the sunlight. So a good dose of vitamin D means that we need to expose our arms, our legs, and we have to be in midday sun for for so long, and we call about the pinking exposure to the sun. So none of us here in Australia and New Zealand would do that because of the high incidence of skin cancer. So that's why we are very deficient. And vitamin D is very important in it activates more than 400 genes for wellness. So we really need that for good health. Now, one very important thing that I think not many people know about is that vitamin D deficiency plays a huge role in imprinting, even when the fetus is still in the womb. The future of that fetus can be determined by the fact that the mother is vitamin D deficient. So it is really important for pregnant women, especially if there's one thing that I can impress on everyone tonight is to make sure that we all have good levels of vitamin D, especially the pregnant women. Now, how does our vitamin D support? It helps with the immune system. We know about that, the strong bones and teeth, cardiovascular system, the improved mood, muscle and nerve health, and then hair and skin, even the nails. So why is our D3 different from any other supplement out there that has D3? So the secret is in the plus. So we have a D3 plus. We have calcium, boron, silica in the form of the horsetail extract. So it is so different from any other vitamin D that is out there. If you have any questions, you could just shoot it later.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Jocelyn. What a great information for sure. So now what we're going to do is we will go back to Sydney and hear a presentation. This will be a really good information from a really good hairdresser expert. Miss Olivia, where are you?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olivia Mansell. I am a Cert 4 qualified hairdresser based here in Helensburgh, New South Wales. I've spent over 13 years in the hair industry, and the reason why I get so excited about LV's hair care system is because toxicity is huge in our environment now, and your skin absorbs about 60% of what you put on it within the first 26 seconds. And another fun fact is your scalp actually absorbs those toxins 4 times faster. So as soon as you pop something on your scalp, within 6 seconds, it's absorbed into your skin. Now, I have a low tox salon. My products that I use in salon are ammonia free. They are organic based, and I surround myself with low tox products. And that's why these bad boys, my best friends, this is actually my collection that I have at home. Now, the reason why I love True Science Hair Care is because you can actually find it on a third-party app. It's called Think Dirty, and anything on that app that is higher than a 7 is considered highly toxic, and anything that's lower than a 3 is considered safe to use. So when you think about the products that you're purchasing from the supermarket, you're talking Tresemme, Aveeno, Pantene, Garnier, L'Oreal, they are all an 8. So highly toxic, containing known carcinogens, known allergens, and known hormone disruptors. These bad boys, they sit above a 2. So the shampoo is a 1, the conditioner is a 2, and our incredible scalp serum is also a 2. The other thing that I love about these products are the results that people are getting from them. So one of the main things that I have a lot of people come to me about is hair loss and hair fall. And this can be due to the toxins that are found in your shampoos and conditioners and skincare and everything that you put on your body lotions, all those sorts of things. So a lot of the leading treatments that you can find on the market these days have horrible side effects. So one of the leading one in men, known to shrink, that works by shrinking the prostate and blocking a hormone called dihydrogen testosterone. Its known side effects are birth defects and infertility. And minoxidil, which you can get from your pharmacy, which can be used in both men and women, their side effects are impotence, and it can also cause salt water buildup in your body, which can lead to congestive heart failure. So these products that you're taking to increase hair growth should not be taken lightly, and that's why I recommend these guys. So our award-winning hair care system, it's over 94.8% naturally derived. There are no known carcinogens or harsh detergents in these formulas. They are formulated with our incredible NRF2 ingredients, as well as a blend of amino acids. The conditioner formula actually includes lanotellus, which protects your hair against drying environmental elements, and alkane to reduce frizz and split ends. But our hero product would have to be our scalp serum. So our scalp serum is 98.65% naturally derived. It is basically NRF2 activation for your scalp. It contains cosmetically active ingredients. It soothes the scalp using a type of technology that LifeVantage has actually created themselves, called ApiScalp, which is a system that balances the microflora on your scalp, which is important because this means that any one of you can use these products and have incredible results. Now, if you have an oily scalp, you can use these products and this scalp serum, and you will find that it balances out your scalp so that it's of normal oiliness. And then same with dry, itchy scalp. If you have a dry, itchy scalp, it'll balance your scalp out so that it's not so dry and flaky, and it will help with your dandruff or psoriasis on your scalp. It has a blend of beautiful oils called Babasu, linseed, soybean, and coconut to provide a rich source of nourishing fatty acids. The thyme oil that's used in here also hydrates and nourishes the scalp to combat drying issues and itchy scalp. And peppermint oil, which is in a lot of hair growth products. Peppermint oil is used to invigorate the senses and help stimulate the scalp, aiding in your natural growth cycle. Now, you don't have to take it from me that these products work. They actually did a study, and within just 8 days, 58% of people in that study saw less breakage. 33% saw an improvement in hair density, 38% had an improvement in hair volume, 48% had a reduction in scalp dryness, 39% had an improvement in the appearance of healthy hair and the reduction of frizz, 44% had an increase in shine, and 42% had an increase in body. Now, I know they work because these are actually from my shower. This is my set, and this is what I found in my hair. I have very, very straight, heavy hair, and I'm on day 4 now, and I still don't have to wash my hair. They are all clean products. They're paraben and phthalate free. They're SLS and SLES free. They're gluten free, and they smell incredible. My presentation.
Thank you so much for that, Olivia. So I know for a guest, there's quite a lot of information there, but we will be posting this video in our Facebook group called My LifeVantage Story, where you will be seeing a lot of good results there as well. So let me just show this slide, because you know what, we have our anniversary flash sale. So 20% from all these products that are shown there. So I'm sure the person who invited you here will be able to guide you to for your purchase. So I really want to end our call today by inviting Dr. Gail Pearson, who has been with LifeVantage from the very beginning that New Zealand has opened. So in fact, she helped to open New Zealand, and some people are going, okay, Josie, why are doctors, involved in LifeVantage? So I did ask Dr. Gail if she wouldn't mind just sharing her story to close it off. So Dr. Gail.
Thanks, Josie. So, I'm a specialist medical doctor, and I have practiced traditional medicine for years and years, for 30 years. It so happened that I fell off a bicycle and broke my arm and had to have a couple of operations. So I was laid up doing nothing much for 3 months. I couldn't use my hands. I'd broken all the ligaments. I'd broken a few bones and had a couple of operations. And I realized, and as you will often realize, that when you've had a big impact like that, when you stop, when you've been busy, you've been a busy mom, you've been busy professionally, you've been doing house renovations, you've been running a home, you stop and you know that you're burnt out because you don't want to get off the couch. You sleep and you have no motivation, and you think, what's going on here? And that's where I was. And one of my friends in Australia said, Gail, you've got to try this stuff. It's really, really good. It's natural. I said, come on. No. Biggest skeptic I am. I said, I don't do natural stuff. I've tried supplements before. No, they never did a bar for me. I'm not interested. No, she insisted. I said, look, I'm a scientist. Give me the science. And because I was there with nothing else to do, I read all of the independent, peer-reviewed, published on our Doctors Google studies that on specifically Protandim NRF2. And I read one, and I read another, and I read another, and suddenly a light bulb went on. I thought, actually, I think this is the way that we need to cope now with this toxic environment that we're in. We need to support the body in a different way. We need to support the body naturally. And when I saw the studies that they did down to specific genes, I said, I'm in. I hadn't even got the product, hadn't even tried it, because the science was just so incredibly robust. And fast forward 2-3 weeks later, I finally got the product. And I'm not joking. Within 2 or 3 days, it was as if this big cloud had lifted off me. All of a sudden, I was ready to face the world again. And I thought, how can one little yellow pill like that do this? And it does. because we're getting the body to do its own work. And now we have got all of these supportive products as well. So it's just getting better and better and better. And we're aging backwards. If you look at some people's photos, I mean, they're just, people have been on these products are getting younger. And that's because we're actually aging well and we're stopping anything from happening. These are incredible products. I cannot recommend them highly enough. I love the science behind them. I could talk about it all day, but I won't, Josie, because everyone needs to get off. And thank you very much for having us tonight.
All right, there you go. You heard it from our doctors, you heard it from our beautiful hairdresser, and you heard it from our physical therapist.